Hello, everyone. I am so sorry that I'm so late. I really don't know what happened. Working on a video for the follow-up because the announcements are crazy and I've been working on them. And yes, this is my face. Yeah. Hello. We're just going to get into it because they've already started. I'm a terrible live streamer. I'm a terrible YouTuber in general. So let me just... this is my lovely wife.
Came from the community.
We are married now, and that's King B-Dogs on the screen, our good buddy there.
First place I
okay.
worked on was the Aether, which is like a
So sorry
solution
for the
out at
wait.
Sky Islands and stuff.
Can you guys hear okay?
Yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and
My wife,
update this
she's here.
epic.
I am.
So happy to have you.
And also, thank you to Minecraft and Mojang for sending us the awesome kit of everything. I'm going to be pouring my Red Bull in here today to celebrate Minecraft Live because all of these announcements are absolutely insane. It looks like beer. I apologize. I promise it's not beer. It does. Okay. All right.
Or that we can have as much
Let me know if you can hear it.
variation as possible within the actual caves themselves, but we want to make sure that the old
You're a
caves
big
are still
fan. Thank you,
retained
Chris.
as much as
I'm
possible.
gonna try not to
keep
talk
that
too
classic
much
feel.
until we get into
and
stuff.
we really
'Cause I don't
also
want you
looked
guys to
into
make
make sure that we
anything.
have something for everyone.
Let me make sure the
'Cause,
quality's good.
we have such a huge community and it's also a
Just
very diverse
crashes.
community, and that's such a beautiful thing. So we really want this update to have something for everyone. So actually, we made sure to map all the features in the update to different player styles to really see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such a big thought process on how you decide what even goes
Welcome
into
to me watching.
Yeah.
an update this big.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
we have spent quite a
I've
lot
never
of
done
time
this,
on
so
just
this is gonna be
making
weird.
sure that we have a very good fundament for the update. For example, we did the player style mapping, and we've also worked with design pillars. So the design pillar.
While we wait, because this is the pre-show and it feels weird just not getting into it, I want to give you guys something to enjoy at least if you're going to watch. First of all, thank you for watching this with me as opposed to watching it by yourself. I do appreciate it. I'm so sorry if you miss anything, but I promise you're not because I'm going to flip out. I know a lot of what's coming and it is insane. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love it. But
You're going to be tweeting too, right?
I am going to be tweeting. Oh, goodness. I completely forgot to do that. Oh, wait. Did they? Oh, they... Oh, whoops. Mine...
Mad Hatter is saying the pre-show already happened.
Did it really?
That pillar is a lot about like adding variation to the underground and like contrast and like inspire players to like craft their
I
own
feel so
underground
silly.
adventures and build underground. And one thing we have done to like fulfill this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes, and one of them is the lush caves.
I'm sorry, guys. You missed the reaction. I'm such a noob. Whatever. We're still getting into it. Lush Caves. I've been excited to see this in visual, like video format. Oh, I'm so bummed out. I'm so bummed out. My timing was off. Look at all of it. Oh, it's so beautiful. We've got the fruit, or I guess it's fruit. I really don't know. There's so much happening. The Lush Caves. There's a lot to look at, which is what's exciting to me. As a builder, there's going to be so much to decorate with now. And I'm wondering if you can climb those vines. They remind me of life fruit from Terraria. Are we going to get golden hearts? Expand our golden heart range? I doubt it. It's probably just food.
It's so beautiful. It doesn't feel cave-like.
I am so sad that we didn't.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted
get
to make
into it.
sure that, of course, in Minecraft,
really
all
bummed
the
out.
original caves,
I
you know,
was.
they're pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of
I didn't think they would go that
vegetation
early.
or different features inside of it. So for this, we wanted something which is a bit more like light and lush and actually has vegetation. And I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the inspiration behind it?
So we were thinking about, okay, so how should it feel when you are in a lush cave? And we wanted to be like, so you feel like very tiny inside like a big garden or big forest. So like when you look up, it's actually like vegetation above you, it's vegetation around you. And one source of inspiration we had is actually a Swedish painter called John Bauer. Because in his paintings, it's always, or often at least, like a tiny character, and then it's like huge forest, and you see like the bottom of the trees because the vegetation is like so big compared to the character.
And you're adding so many new plants in the lush caves.
Yes, so I don't know if you saw, but there was this new tree that was actually above on the overworld, and this is called an azalea tree. So it's a unique type of tree that it'll be easy to spot for players, and if you actually find this and start going down its roots, you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding strategy to mining, where there are certain landmarks which will allow you to understand what you're doing in the game.
That's cool. And another one of the new blocks is a block called Spore Blossom. And it's that you maybe saw it in the video. It's a big pink flower.
Let's
that you
go!
find in
Cave
the roof
update!
of the lush cave. And it will drip particles from that flower, but it will also actually feel like a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar to the particles that we added to the nether biomes in the nether update. But the cool thing here is that you can move the flower if you want to and get these particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very creative with that.
That's
Particle
so awesome.
engine.
And the lush caves have a real glow to them from one of the plants.
Yes. So there are vines
really bummed
in
out.
In the lush
'Cause I
caves,
missed the
and they
intro.
have glow berries
Oh,
on
it's all
them,
good,
and these
though.
are actually a light source. And you can also pick them and eat them if you want to.
Nice.
Yes. And another plant we actually have is the drip leaf plant. And you can actually see that they can kind of grow from like water or anywhere else. And they grow quite tall, but they have like a little plant on the top that you can actually hop onto. So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the leaf will actually tilt down when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make you fall through. However, after a few seconds, it'll come back up. So it's kind of this like platforming block that allows you to just, continue platforming over and over again,
The
which I hope
sound.
is really exciting for, content creators making maps.
Yeah, you can build like your own
that's
platforming
interesting.
levels, and then they will repair themselves. That's kind of neat.
I'm wondering if items can weigh it down, and if so, then observers
It's
could
so
probably
beautiful
do
in
some
there.
stuff.
And there's actually a
By the
mob
way,
coming
slopes
to the lush
cursed
caves.
Minecraft.
Yes, there is. But we will actually not tell you about this mob now, because in the end of the show, we will show even more features coming to the Caves and Cliffs update. And then we're going to show that mob.
There's
This is
so
the
much.
first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two at the beginning and towards the end of the show. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we
Flexing
wanted to
that
make sure that there was
cape,
much
aren't
more
you?
variety in the sort of caves and the shapes and the sizes you could get. And even here, you can see that there's some water underground.
Yes. So we actually
Finally,
added something
diamonds!
called local water levels.
It's so open.
So in one cave you might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we get naturally
Wow.
generated waterfalls, which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new ways to traverse the underground.
That
You
is
can actually
remarkable.
go cave rafting.
Yeah,
That's
so you'll
lovely.
see in a bit that our player here will actually use a boat to raft. And that is just such an exciting opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a very different way than you used to.
Yeah, we were playtesting, and then one of the devs like, look at this, it's so fun, and all of us just started to go with
I
the
love
boat on
that.
the
I love that
waterfall.
they have
It
fun
was a lot of
when
fun.
they make like progress.
So another thing to note here is that you could see that a lot of the ores were actually glowing. This is just for preview purposes. Ores aren't going to glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be
Good thing
quite
they
dark,
mentioned that.
and we want to make sure that players can see the shapes of the cave.
Now, will that only be for the like normal caves, or will this run across all of the new cave biomes?
Yeah, so the really cool thing is that like the new cave shapes and sizes is completely independent from the new biomes. So that means that we have so much variation. Because for example, a lush cave can, for example, generate, in a super narrow tunnel, but it can also generate in like a huge cavern.
so excited
and that
about what she
creates
shows, I love
completely
it.
different atmospheres, but it's still the same biome. So we're really gonna have lots of variation on the ground now.
You've been calling two of the various cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese? Like that's how
Spaghetti!
varied the caves could be?
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables of how the variation works, and I mean, it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah, some of the caves, for example, have really cool pillars, and some are more like flat, some are tall. Lots of variation.
It does
Very
look like
nice.
the
and you have
Nether, I did notice that. In a
another
good
new
way, in a
cave
good way.
biome to show us.
Yes, so we have the Dripstone Caves biome. And whenever
There it
I think
is.
about the idea of a cave update, the image of stalagmites and stalactites
When I
comes
saw
into
this,
my head.
I absolutely
but
lost my
adding
mind.
these are pretty difficult. You know,
It's
it's a very
insane.
unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to. But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this. So you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down. And also, unfortunately for this zombie here, if you fall on
We
these
finally have spike
dripstones,
traps.
you will get hurt.
Poor zombie.
And he
There's
died
another
instantly.
interesting
Keep that
mechanic in the
mind.
dripstone
Instantly
caves.
died.
Yes, so maybe you saw in the video
think.
that, like, from the
Yeah.
stalactites, you could see that it was like dripping water. So actually, if you put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will fill up with water. So it's renewable water.
And
Okay.
how do you remember which is stalactites and stalagmites?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a very
Yeah.
good question. It has been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, yeah, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one. Yeah, so stalactite is in the roof and stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We've been
I'll use
practicing
that because I would forget.
all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a long time, like even.
And you
in
have
office.
something really amazing in this update for the sort of redstone engineers out there.
Yes, so we've actually been thinking about this redstone block that lives in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world. We're not going to talk about this biome too much today,
I've got a video
but we are
coming
going to
out
show
right
some of
after
the blocks
this.
and maybe later a mob
gotta
that comes
finish
from
editing
it.
it, but I'm
So
covering
if we
this.
look at the video, we can actually see
this,
that
not
there
this.
it's basically this
Eventually.
growth, and this is called the skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal.
That
So this
worked a
is going
lot
to be
better than I
very
thought it would.
interesting for redstone players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wool with wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from being able to get into the skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now. And as you can see here, I walked next to the skulk sensor, and it's actually kind of doing an infinite loop where the piston is
Oh,
causing a
that's cool.
vibration, and then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a wool block in between the piston, which prevents the signal from going to the skulk sensor. This can allow you to even do sort of directional skulk sensors where you can put wool blocks on each side and only allow it to detect vibrations in front
I'm
of
excited to see what Mumbo
and
does
vibrations
with
can be
that.
so many different things. You know, it can be a snowball hit, it could be an arrow, it could be footsteps, it could be blocks, anything.
So cool.
Yeah.
And another thing, we actually
He made
well,
that,
we
by
had
the
a bit
way.
of a happy
King B-Dogs, that
accident
was
with
like
this
him
'cause
working on
we
that. I'm proud of
realized
him. He did a
that
good job.
we get wireless redstone thanks to the skulk sensor.
Yes.
That is wild.
So, and we didn't even plan to add it, but then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait, we got wireless redstone, and that's so exciting. And well, you can just build so many cool things with that. It's gonna be exciting to see what the community will
Wireless?
build.
Yeah, you're really
Redstone.
looking for community feedback to make sure this like feels great for everyone.
Absolutely. I think because this is such a unique mechanic, we really want to make sure that we get it right. And, you know, we love the redstone community and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any feedback you have, any ideas, send it to us and we will work with you to make this the best block that it can be.
And now we said there's another mob coming later, but I think it's time for a new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
It is, and this is a very scary mob, and it lives in the deepest of the underground.
This is
in
the
deep
mob that I'm
dark.
going to be
And
doing
this
a
is a
video
very
on
dark
right
place.
like
And the cool
literally a
thing
couple
is that
hours
this
from now.
mob is
We've
very well
already made it.
adapted to the environment. So it can't see anything. So it's the first blind mob in Minecraft, and that's very interesting because it gives such interesting mechanics. So instead, it will react to vibrations, just like the skulk sensor block. So if you aren't very careful
we did it
when you
right,
walk around in the
'cause
deep
I may
dark,
not have done it all the
you
way,
might
like,
upset
properly.
that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling
I didn't,
of
I'm
the
gonna
first
upload
night
this,
of
like, tomorrow.
Minecraft. And we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to that. I mean, caves can be scary. They're dark. And all I'm going to say is that when you go into the deep dark, I want to make sure that you're very quiet and watch closely for the warden.
Oh, that's such a unique like element, like a layer to the game. Ooh. Hang on a minute. Candles! Candles! I called it! Look at their little base. Oh, dude. We didn't do all this.
Do you hear the sound?
I do, yeah.
I feel like I'm in a cowboy movie.
Oh my goodness. Snowball. Oh my god, that movement. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know, never mind on that video, because it's not nearly as like detailed as that. We gotta redo that. Oh my goodness. That movement. Oh my god.
What did we just see?
It's a very different mob. I'm
I will
really
now
excited
not
for
be
this
in the
because
caves.
not only is it trying to be scary, it's, you know, we had to keep a balance to it. It was very challenging to design a mob like this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video, I was wearing full netherite armor, so it's very powerful. You
That's a
definitely want to watch
dangerous
out. Yeah.
Which I think also is such an interesting gameplay, because like if you want to, you can avoid it, but then you need to really be careful, like sneak all the time to not make like any kind of movement that it will detect. But that's a lot of fun, and it's like feels scary, but in the good way.
And you wanted to kind of take everyone back to that first night experience with the warden.
Absolutely. I mean, I had such an amazing experience when
that.
I first played Minecraft. Like, it was terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves, and hopefully we can bring that back to players, but, you know, 10 years later.
Yeah. But that would be just amazing, because you hear so many lovely first night stories. It's such a big thing, and I mean, I'm also very fond of my first night in Minecraft, so we hope to give that experience again.
But you really balance sort of the look of it. It's like it's almost cute, but also really, really terrifying. How did you decide?
We actually worked a lot on how does scariness look in Minecraft, because we wanted to be very scary and we didn't want to take away from the scariness, but we felt let's add some derpiness to it. So it's like a mix. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth. And some actually reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find like the perfect balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really has
Amazing.
character.
The game is like
Yes,
so
definitely.
different now. I love
Well, you've been sitting up here. You just announced an update that everyone has been waiting for, and we actually have some tweets that have come in.
it. Hey, look, there I am! Whoa, Games and
Oh.
Clips!
That's awesome.
Okay, that's amazing to see. So much excitement.
We were there,
Oh, you were
first
more
page,
tweets.
baby! Famous! I'm just kidding. Oh, did you see my face? I was
It's-
there.
Like we really developed this game together with the community, and now to see that people are so happy, that feels so good.
Yeah, honestly, it's such a privilege to work on a game like
I'm
this
up.
and an update like this, and we just love this game and we want to make the best
Yeah.
update that we can for everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Agnes and Brandon. That was a lot of amazing new things. Don't forget that we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show. Now let's head over to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Vubui. I hear he has a first look at something you all voted into the game last year.
Oh, wait. Go.
Hello, Minecrafters of the world.
Nah.
I'm Boo Booey,
No, that's a
and I'm
sheep.
here once again to help all
That's
of
a
you
goat,
at
right?
home to choose a mob
Yeah.
that will go into Minecraft. But first,
Red
we have
Bull,
a message
Red Bull,
from
I
our
promise.
good friend Max Brooks, author of our first Minecraft novel, with some exciting news.
Hey Minecraft community, it's Max Brooks, author of Minecraft The Island. Thank you
They
so
sent
much
us that
for
book.
embracing my book, and I hope you'll enjoy the sequel, Minecraft The Mountain, where our character leaves the island and paddles to a strange snow-covered world and discovers another castaway, and together the two of them have to find their way home. Minecraft The Mountain, coming out in 2021, available for pre-order right now. And as always, thank you for embracing all Minecraft books.
That sounds awesome.
Guys, go on
Another
Twitter and
Minecraft
retweet my
novel,
hi, Mom.
and this one's called The Mountain. Speaking of mountains, remember last year's vote?
The
It was
goat.
a fierce competition, but the mountains won after 2 intense rounds of voting. Well, I have a sneak peek into what your vote is bringing to Minecraft on the cliff side of the Caves and Cliffs update.
Go.
Goats. They're both mischievous and adorable at
jumping.
the same time. As you
Parkour!
can see, they live on the mountains. And if you aren't careful, they might knock you off.
Oh, poor cow.
They also have excellent jumping skills.
That they do. Voo. That they do.
We'll
Voo.
also get better mountain generation with spectacular and more dramatic mountains with height-dependent generation. That means things like tree lines and mountaintops
wow.
that will be more challenging with lots of snow and ice. And speaking of snow, yes, it will be snowier. We will also have a new block called Powder Snow,
Hey,
which
Beef,
will be a kind of
Minecraft
trap block. It looks similar to snow, but if you or a mob walk on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote. We have 3 awesome mobs for you to choose from. And to introduce them, we once again have Tiny Agnes and Tiny Jens. Let's see what they have to show.
Oh. Bees and Mooblooms are friends.
Now we've seen this, so I'm curious to know who do you guys want to win in this particular case? Moobloom, Iceologer, or the Glow Squid? Now I showed videos, so we all saw that. Hopefully you saw that, anyways. Sorry, I'm looking for a tweet that I had planned, a very funny tweet that I wanna get. Here, in the meantime, I'll put this back.
Also flying ice.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here, right, Jens? Do you ever wish Minecraft's oceans were glowier?
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
Sure you do. Well, wish no more. Meet the glow squid. Wow.
What was I meant to say again? Vote for Minecraft?
Can't talk. Must admire glow.
Agnes, Jens, it's really distracting.
Now, I have seen hints that the
They're
glow
so
squid
tiny,
hypnotization
and they're so
thing
susceptible
isn't
to
a real
distraction.
thing, and that was a
Hopefully
gag.
that won't happen to you. Now let's go over how... Hello? Oh, hi, Tiny Agnes. Yeah, no, I'm live right now. Okay. Well, you really shouldn't read too many internet comments. But, okay, I'll tell him. Okay, bye. Tiny Agnes would like everyone to know that she and Tiny Jens are, in fact, good friends. Okay, where was I? And why do people keep leaving phones around the studio? Now, let's go over how you can be a part of what is likely to be an epic showdown. Don't let this decision be made without your voice. Be ready to cast your votes. First, make sure you have a Twitter account. If you don't, go to twitter.com, sign up for an account, and make sure you're logged in. I'll let you know when the voting starts. Then you'll need to go to the Minecraft Twitter account to find the latest poll. Think carefully, debate with your friends and family, make a decision, then click on the mob you want to make it into Minecraft. There will be 2 voting sessions, and I'll let you know when each one begins. For now, Just be ready and keep dreaming of victory for your favorite mob.
That's nerve-wracking. Because, like, I really like the Iceologer and the Moobloom.
My name is Yesenia Cisneros, and I am the gameplay producer from Minecraft Earth. I am so excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year and to share this wonderful experience with you.
I apologize to those of you who are wanting to watch for Minecraft Earth. Great game. But while we've got this break, do you know where the little guy is?
What little guy? This one?
No, the other little guy.
This one?
No, the other little guy.
I don't know what little guy you're talking about. Oh, your little guy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to interrupt this important broadcast, but I've got to, because in case you guys missed it, okay, this is probably one of the only times I would have a chance to do this. As you know, we're going to switch over to this. We recently launched the plushie, and you're going to hear me talk about it constantly, but it's very important that I tell you guys about it, and here is why. Let me go ahead and switch back over into this screen. Makeship and I have partnered together because, I mean, they make amazing plushies. Here's the deal, though. We have 20 days to hit 400. You know what? I'm going to zoom in for you guys because you might not be able to see. We have 20 days to hit 400. If we do not sell 400, they will not be made, and they will get refunded. So, in case you're worried about that, you'll get your money back regardless. But if it hits 400, we'll make them. It's always been a dream of mine to have plushies. This is a huge, huge, huge deal because this will literally never be made again. There is a link in the description below. I apologize for pushing that on you guys, but it's very important to me because I've always wanted to have my own little plushie, and now we have it. And the
so
string is not included. And I was making a little video. You'll see more on that in a little bit. But basically, we are also going to be randomly selecting orders, and they're going to be sent to me, and I'm going to sign them and probably put a couple of other things in the package and send them right to you. So normally I wouldn't beg, but I really want to see this guy come to action. From my workshop to yours, this is my plushie, and you can get it using the link in the description below. And literally anyone who gets it, if you tweet me, I will retweet it, and I will like it, and I will do all that kind of stuff. And you know what? I'll even follow you. If today during the live stream, if you tweet me showing that you got it, I will follow you. Just saying. I'm desperate. I'm just kidding. But I also am. I'm not going to lie. All right, back to the stream.
Going to take us 3 whole days.
Just I'll be honest, Grian, mate.
Would you class that as a grand tour?
Well, yes.
Mumbo.
We have no radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
But you see, this isn't a regular road trip in a rubbish old van. This is a Minecraft Earth road trip in a rubbish old van. With Minecraft Earth being a game you can play on the move, we thought we would travel to a bunch of different locations in the UK. Some of them are iconic, some of them just feel very Minecrafty, and some of them are barely linked to Minecraft at all. But we just really wanted to go to them, so we did.
Oh, he took it out on the guy next to him.
We also had a go at integrating Minecraft Earth with real life. Minecraft Earth Frisbee is a bit of a challenge.
Dude. Sorry.
Minecraft Earth Badminton can be quite dangerous to onlookers.
Sorry, Josh.
And real-life sand blocks are alarmingly difficult to construct.
If I just film this angle, there we go, there's our sand block.
All in all, though, the road trip was a huge success and we had a lot of fun. You can expect to see the full-length episodes appearing on our channels very, very soon.
Wow, it looks like Mumbo Jumbo and Grian had quite the Minecraft Earth adventures. At Mojang Studios, we've also been making more original content than ever before on our Minecraft YouTube channel. Our goal is to create shows that give you inside knowledge directly from our team. We're even giving away all of our secrets in a new series called How We Make Minecraft, which honestly feels sort of risky. And guess what? We have lots more awesome Minecraft content on the way. Here's a look at what shows you'll find on our channel.
Here's 10 things you didn't know about me.
Yo to the yo-yo. My name is Jens, I'm here.
Wait, no! Stop!
I love Jeb, dude. I want to meet Jeb so bad. I want to see Jeb and I want to shake that man's hand and talk about his board games.
I know a cactus has pricklies, but punching a tree probably hurts too.
Everyone just starts panicking.
I gotta say, huge shout out to Xbox and
Please
Minecraft
like and
Mojang,
subscribe.
because
I've always wanted to say
they have
that.
all just like really gone above and beyond over the last 2 years and expanded into something that I like have always wanted to see them become. Like, the developers are super interactive with the community. They do so much for creators and players. They do so much to entertain us. Like, they are doing amazing, and it's why Minecraft is on top and will probably always be on top. So, love to them, seriously.
What will you, the Minecraft community, do this year? Let's review our choices once more. I was inspired by some of the amazing handcrafted things I've seen made by our community over the years. So I decided to make my own versions of our 3 mob choices. Hi,
They
babies.
look good.
For illustrative purposes. I think I did a pretty great job. Took me 3 months each. Anyway, all the way from Minecraft Dungeons, we have the Iceologer. They make clouds of ice that smash down on whomever they are attacking. Not quite as chill as they look. From Minecraft Earth, we have the adorable Moobloom. I hear they may come with a new flower, the Buttercup, and I'm pretty sure they'll be best pals with bees. Also from Minecraft Earth, the Glow Squid. As the tiny trio will surely attest, they sure are distracting to look at. The first voting poll is now live on the Minecraft Twitter account.
Go
Make
vote.
sure you're logged in, go to the poll right now, and click the mob you want to win. We'll check back in before we start the second and final poll.
I don't see it.
Now, though, I'd like to welcome Laura to my desk to talk about the dungeoniest Minecraft game ever, Minecraft Dungeons. Hello, Laura.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Very excited that you're here.
Nice.
So, what do
Well,
you
Dream
do
just
at
tweeted
Mojang
vote Glow
Studios?
Squid, so
I am a
I'm
game
pretty sure
designer,
Glow Squid's
which
gonna win
means
now 'cause
I am the
Dream
one that
rules
gets to
the
decide
planet.
how difficult the bosses are. So I'm sorry about that one. You can blame me for that.
I think people will blame you for that.
That's okay.
While I have you here on the stage, which mob are you voting for?
I think if I don't say I am voting for the Iceologer, my team will kill me. Mob. It brings a lot of fun to Dungeons, and I think it will bring a lot of fun to Minecraft as well.
Okay.
Am I the
I
only one who
figured you would
doesn't
say
see the
that, but I
vote?
had to ask. So tell me about the launch of Dungeons this year.
Oh wow, that was quite the ride. It was such a crazy launch. I don't think anybody in the team expected to ever release a game from home. So we were all sitting in this like massive Teams call and like sharing streams with each other and sharing videos and comments from players, and it was very good. It was fun in a different way.
What would you say was your favorite thing from the release?
I think it was how people came together to play the game.
I
It
don't
was
think
very
the
fun
vote's
to
out yet.
see parents like show their children dungeon crawlers and children show their parents Minecraft. I don't know, it was very nice to see everyone just sit together and play and enjoy.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at what the community has done with what's come out so far.
Yeah.
Cannot actually believe that we like got close to the end and it was like, nope. Well, time to be blown up by more creepers. They absolutely hate you, those creepers.
I loved Minecraft Dungeons, and I still very much do. They have blown me away because the way they're updating it constantly and really, really giving it like its own name. It's like, seriously, it turned out way better than I ever thought it could have. I'm really, really happy with it. If you guys haven't played it already, seriously play it. And as a matter of fact, I literally just remembered I have a giveaway going on right now that ends today for a free copy of Minecraft Dungeons. If you go to my Twitter, there's a pinned tweet. Literally retweet and follow the Twitter, and you'll have a chance. And it's like on any platform, free Minecraft Dungeons. So go do that, retweet it, and follow it if you want. I literally forgot. I'm glad this came up because I completely would have forgotten, which is absolutely hilarious. But yeah, very exciting, very exciting. Minecraft Dungeons, they've got a lot of cool stuff coming. I've seen some of it, and it looks amazing.
Stop killing the pandas, you monster!
My vote is
Stop
open.
killing
Go
the
vote!
pandas!
Oh, I don't know who to vote
Our
for!
villager's right there. You are free.
Guys, this is how it's going to work, but the Moobloom could ultimate... Oh, man. Hang on. I vote Jeb and his board games. Minecraft Live. Yeah, I know I already tweeted. I'm trying to milk it for likes, all right? I know. I'm just kidding. So here's the thing. the Moo Bloom, it could allow us to farm flowers and dyes, which I know we can already do, but in my opinion, it's a fun way to do it. You don't have to worry about the biome you're in. You could just have, but we don't know if that's really the case. The Iceologer is basically just a mob. We don't know what it'll drop. The glow squid, it's a squid that glows. I really don't think it's going to bring us glowing dyes, guys. Like, I'm telling you right now, Minecraft does not have dynamic lighting. In that way, it does not have colored lighting. I don't think we're getting it in this update. Like, I hate to be that way, but I just don't know if that's how the functionality is. I mean, glow squid comes from Minecraft Earth. I don't know. I mean, I would just hate for people to vote glow squid and then it literally just be a squid that glows underwater.
A retextured squid.
A retextured squid that glows underwater. If it even glows, it might just have, you know, ambient occlusion or whatever. Like, it's tricky, man. I don't know. I don't know who to vote for. I'm just going to keep it a secret. Oh, but it's not going to win regardless. Okay, I don't know. That's tricky. Right now, though, glow squid is winning. And, I mean, it has probably everything to do with Dream. That's the one downside to having power like that. You have to be careful because otherwise you can literally sway the vote. And it is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So, yeah. But, I mean, it's no biggie, really. I feel like he was probably going to win regardless. I'm team. Hey, unnamed. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that super
so
chat.
Fast. So if you haven't played the mushroom level, go check it out because it's very fun.
So kind of.
And the second question?
Right.
Also,
so
nobody has
that's
gotten
what
the
we are
plushie
here
yet.
to
I'm just
talk
saying I feel
about
very
today.
offended. Feel
We're
very
going to talk
offended.
about our
I'm kidding.
upcoming DLC that we prepared with our friends at Double 11, and that's
Alright.
called the Howling Peaks. So we're going to the mountains with dungeons as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at some live gameplay?
Hey,
check
thank
it
you
out.
so much for becoming a tier 2 member. I
We are
appreciate
very
that,
lucky
Holly.
today that we have
Thank
4
you.
members of the
Check the link
Dungeons
in the
team with us.
description. There should be a link
Here's
to my
Mariana at
Discord.
the
If not,
Nintendo
it's
Switch.
discord.gg/SYSZEE.
Here's Chris at the PC. Here's David at the PlayStation 4. And at the Xbox One, we have Annika. So we get to show you here for the first time cross-play, which we're very excited about. So people can play together from everywhere.
That's exciting.
And yeah, that's our first look at the mountains biome coming to dungeons.
Already I see a goat right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were so happy. We asked the Minecraft team if we could bring goats to dungeons and they said yes. So we get to release them a bit first in dungeons. So we're super excited about that. They're equally as mischievous. Yes.
So I see a lot of wind coming out of these grates.
Yes. Wind is a mechanic that we're going to explore a lot in the mountains missions.
Hi there, Steven.
And
How you doing?
the players will be both challenged by it.
By the
and
way,
will be
guys,
able
thank
to
you for
use
all the
it.
follows.
So the wind will push the
I guess
player.
that
so
tweet
you
just
need to be
kinda
a bit
stood out.
careful,
Everyone was like,
but at the
"Who's
same
that?"
time, you'll be able to use it to solve puzzles,
That means a lot of
push
you might be here,
items,
but I don't
and
know.
open doors and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's awesome. What is this we're looking at?
Right, so
Like how everyone's
yeah, our
basically
mountains
telling,
biomes are so tall that the player
Dream
will need
not
to
to
find new
tweet.
ways to traverse the levels. So that's a mountain lift, and there's gonna be full of like these little contraptions all around.
That seems like a really fun new mechanic.
Yes.
Yeah,
the goats are all
Crossplay is a
around, and
thing,
you
yeah.
need to be careful with them. 'cause
Yeah, I
they,
saw them attack.
Yes, they're really gonna push you out of the edge if you're not too careful.
It is.
So
Battle
leave
of
the goats
Century.
alone.
Yes, leave the goats alone. That's very important. And as you'll see in a bit, the Iceologers that you can find in this mission and in all the mountains missions are very ready for the weather. So they are wearing their little cozy clothes
update is
and they're
trending.
wind resistant, which means that while the player will be challenged by the wind, the Iceologers won't.
Oh, what are these?
These are new mobs called the Wind Callers, and that's a Ravager coming for the first time to Minecraft Dungeons. That's another Minecraft mob that we get to welcome. They're
So-
quite sturdy.
What do the wind colors do?
Right, the Wind Callers spawn a draft of wind right under the player, and they push the player up, so the player gets fall damage.
Okay.
It's very important to deal with them quick or run away because they're gonna be painful to combat otherwise.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job against these wind callers.
Yes, our adventurers are strong.
Okay,
Ooh.
then you're at 3 Ravagers.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. But so far, I can see that all the consoles are working very neatly together. We're super happy about that. It's been progressing very nicely, and we hope everyone can soon play
Guys,
together.
go like my tweet.
That was an isologer. I wanted to say, like, that's my favorite mob, but, you know, it went too fast.
Around too long.
Yes.
All right, we're leading up to this big Ravager battle.
Yes. But I think we can let our adventurers deal with the Ravagers.
Not very well.
No. Yeah.
So, with all of this, you also have a new game mode coming.
Yeah, the game mode is coming very, very soon, and it's going to be for all the players for free, and that's called Apocalypse Plus, which means that we're making the game just, you know, harder a bit at a time. Yeah.
When you
we're
call
excited.
something Apocalypse, it sounds very hard.
Yeah, and Apocalypse Plus means that it gets even harder. So hopefully players get to find new challenges, and we found different ways to tweak the balance so the challenge is different every time.
But, okay, that's a lot of stuff. You're working on even more new things for Dungeons.
We're working on a ton of stuff. I feel we've been so busy. It's crazy. But yeah, we have today a little video with a lot of work in progress. Work in progress, though.
Very work in
progress. Yes. But yeah, I think we should look at the video.
Wait, that's my line.
I'm sorry.
Minecraft Dungeons is such a beautiful game. There's so much to look at. That's so cool. Now our inn needs to look like that. Hi, Emma. She's watching. Very exciting.
One of my favorite things we do at Mojang Studios is Minecraft Education Edition. Students around the world are able to learn in exciting and interactive ways using the game as a learning-based platform. Students and teachers in 115 countries around the world are able to collaborate, learn, and share together.
Stop. Collaborate and
Minecraft
listen.
has always been a way to connect people. And we've seen that now more than ever with Minecraft Education Edition being used in remote learning. When you're in the game, you don't have to feel so far away from your classmates. From creating graduation ceremonies in Japan, to creating first date orientations for American universities, to teachers doing virtual meetups. We've seen students and teachers using the game in incredible ways. Today, we're launching our first ever Minecraft Education Edition Global Challenge for students around the world to build a better world with us.
Stand up and get my legs.
Over the past few months, we've seen wildlife roam through cities while humans stayed inside. Without cruise ships and ferries around, dolphins visited the port of Cagliari in Sardinia, Italy, and wild boar roamed the streets of Barcelona. But what if animals could share space with humans all the time? Today, we're kicking off the first ever Minecraft Education Global Build Championship and asking students around the world to design and build healthy spaces for humans and animals to coexist together. What will you build?
Hey, I'm Ayana. I'm a developer in the Minecraft team. If I were to participate in the Global Build Challenge, I'd build a series of underwater tubes so we could transport things without disturbing the aquatic life.
Hello everyone, I'm OMG Chad, and if I were to design a build for the Global
Hey,
Championship,
it's OMG
I would make a
Chad.
house with a habitat for my cats on top, and I would call it a Habicat.
Hello,
どうもこんにちは、カーボンです。僕だったら日本っぽい建築で勝負したい。
Hola, nosotros somos los hermanos Liu y si estuviéramos participando en la dinámica mundial de Minecraft, construiríamos unas viviendas
camufladas con la vegetación del entorno para que los animales no se espanten. ¡Participa!
Design and build your own solution
Wait,
in
did
Minecraft
Dream-
Education
Wait.
Edition. For the chance to win Mine Coins, awesome Minecraft gear, and a video chat with Mojang Studios. The championship opens today.
Oh no, it's still got 8 minutes left.
You can register today and download the Championship World template. We can't wait to see your amazing ideas, and Jens and I can't wait to see the winner on video chat. We get the awesome prize of chatting with you no matter who wins. For those of you who don't have Education Edition, we have something for you too. Our education team has already added amazing free lessons to Minecraft Marketplace. We've also been working with some amazing educators on a new series about diversity and inclusion coming this fall.
Hi, Minecraft Live. I'm Kenneth Shelton, and along with my fellow educators, Felisa Ford and Natasha Rochelle, we've been building a series of Minecraft lessons that will help people explore topics of social justice, equity, identity, and tolerance. The first of these lessons is called Good Trouble, and it's based on the life and philosophy of Congressman and civil rights activist John Lewis. The additional lessons continue teaching about social justice from across the world and through time, from Black Lives Matter to Malala's quest in Pakistan to achieve equal education for girls, to the civil rights movement of 1960s America, to the women's suffragette movement, and more. We can't wait to share these important lessons with the Minecraft community.
I'm looking forward to playing through the Good Trouble lessons myself. Together with the Minecraft community, we commemorated Juneteenth with contributions to the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, Equal Justice Initiative, and the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. We're proud to continue supporting organizations that fight for equity and equality in the world by making an additional donation today to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. This brings our 2020 contributions to over $2 million. Beyond this, we continue to look within our company, our products, and ourselves for how we can help create a more inclusive world. Now it's time for a brand new segment of our show. You may have missed our next guest during the Minecraft update segment, but not to worry. You're about to get some dedicated time with the one and only Jeb. Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much.
Jeb!
It was very different not having you in the Minecraft update section.
Yes, yes, it's a little bit different this year since we always want the ones that are actually working on the features of the games to be the ones to get to talk about them, because we feel that it gets more genuine in that way.
So what are you working on then?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, of course, I still spend a lot of time with Vanilla and Agnes and the team, but I now work with all our products, all our games, and like the board games, and try to support our developers and designers to capture the Minecraft feeling and make them fit together. But honestly, everyone is so talented, so it's actually quite an easy job. But to help everyone, both in Stockholm and in Redmond, I wrote a book, a Minecraft game design book.
Are you trying to sell that to everyone in the audience watching?
No, this is only for Mojang Studios employees. It contains a lot of secrets. But it was helpful when the team grew to kind of explain my thoughts and ideas about Minecraft. And for Vanilla in particular, there are some guiding principles that are going to help us continue updating the game for many years to come.
But you did decide to share some today, so people can kind of see what's in the Jeb game design book.
Absolutely. So one of these guiding principles is, it maybe sounds obvious, but that is, it's always one block at a time. You place one block, you remove one block, you pull one lever, and you trigger one TNT, and of course that causes a big explosion. But at the core, the interaction is always one block at a time. And it's not only important for the way you play the game, but it's also if you're playing together with someone, let's say you're building a house or something, then I will be able to observe what you're doing and quickly understand where you're going, and then I can help you, and every block counts. If you would just copy paste or make templates and such, then it would be a little bit harder to collaborate. And also Minecraft is a lot about the journey to create your massive castle or whatever. But
Super Punch, I appreciate that. I'm torn between Moobloom and Isolager.
You have another
I voted
principle,
Moobloom, but I'm probably going to vote for
it
Isolager.
applies pretty directly to a community question that we have.
你会加入更多天气或者自然灾害到我的世界中吗？像是暴风雪或者是大雾天气。
我的世界的中国玩家，大家好，感谢你的提问。Yes.
What?
The Chinese community inspired me to try to take on a new language, but I have a long way to go, honestly. But about the question, if we're going to add things like natural disasters, that kind of contradicts one of our other guiding principles, that bad things happen, but they're technically the player's fault.
Okay, they're the player's fault.
Yes, in the sense that it was either caused by a player, like a griefer or summoning in the wither, or a player was nearby.
Guys, this is actually really important. He's talking about essentially a new method of development here. I don't know if you noticed it, and they probably said it clearly when I wasn't paying attention. But he's talking about, like, going forward, the practices that they want to do for development. And that's going to open the doors for a lot of things that we previously would never have gotten with the ways that they were developing.
Can think of that maybe fall outside of this principle.
There are still a few cases, like Endermen can grab a block and maybe wreck up some redstone, or you can have an unlucky wolf running into your sheep garden. But there's also, the worst thing is, of course, lightning strikes that can set your whole house on fire. But I'm hoping that Agnes and the team may have a plan for that.
Exciting. So what's the last feature you were active in developing?
Yes, the last feature I did was the netherite feature. I thought that was a very important part of the nether update, and wanted to help where I can. But I don't want to, since I'm working with so many different projects now, I don't want to do something halfways and then kind of leave it to the team to fix my bugs. So I try to be a little bit hands-off. But recently I've, of course, also been working a little bit on making combat test snapshots.
That leads us to another community question.
Hey, I'm Dan TDM, and I would love to know what kind of combat mechanic changes are being made to Minecraft Java Edition.
Yes, and that's an excellent question. We currently have a problem that on the two different editions of the game,
Punch, you're
there
being
are
way too
different
kind,
combat
dude. Thank you.
mechanics
I
or
appreciate
combat
that.
systems, and that's bad both for us as designers that have to take both systems into account, but also bad for the community that wants to have the same experience. So the main objective is to reach parity. But I still want to make sure that we make a system that is kind of fits with the building and that doesn't distract too much from building, but still gives us this depth that allows us to design interesting behaviors. Also, I want to make sure that it works both good in both player versus environment. That means adventuring and players versus player. And I want to make sure that it feels good playing both with mouse and keyboard. And when you're on a controller, you don't get tired by frequently pressing the trigger. And we also want to improve touch, like the touch experience. So it's a lot to do.
But you said you weren't working on feature development. But
yeah, it's
you
true.
are working on combat?
Yes, I mean, of course, it's a little bit.
We've got one more vote, though, between Isolager and Glowsquid.
Keep your hand out of the feature cookie jar.
But
in this case, I also felt that this was an area where I could help the team, so they could focus on doing the content updates. But at some point in the future, I will, of course, dump this on the team.
Okay, so exactly what you said you
Yes,
don't want to do.
Yes, and they will have to carry it over the finish line. Yes.
Nice. Now, speaking of combat, we just had a really cool announcement about Alex and Steve coming to Super Smash Brothers.
Yes, and that is so amazing. And just like I said, like my job gets easier because everyone's so talented. And just in this case, Sakurai-san and his team they really understand Minecraft and have made an absolutely amazing Super Smash Brothers fighter.
And Sakurai has also made a really amazing video for all of us in the community.
マインクラフトライブをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。大乱闘スマッシュブラザーズディレクター、空の桜井正宏です。スマブラにマインクラフトのダウンロードコンテンツが導入されます。スティーブやアレックスが参戦することが決定し、マインクラフトライブ前、特別放送をお届けしたのですが、見ていただけたでしょうか。もしまだの方は、ぜひご覧ください。スマブラであることを忘れるぐらい、マインクラフトのスピンオフとしても相当にすごい踏み込んだ表現を行っています。発売までもう少しだけお時間いただきます。スティーブがマリオと戦う。
I challenge Mr. Beast and Dream and Bundy to a 1v1v1v1 who's the better Steve fight. If they don't say anything, they're chicken. They're chicken, you hear me?
そして私もマインクラフトファンの一人です。マインクラフトライブでの
Yo, real
発
talk
表
though, I
を
would
楽しみにして
win.
いま
I'm
す。
so good
そ
at
れでは
Smash Bros.
That was a really big secret to keep.
Yes, and it was a really hard secret to keep even in the studio because it was super secret. But it has been so much fun to work on.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the community reaction.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to switch gears here. You have a sort of famous saying within the office, which is the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. And why do you think that?
Yeah, I suppose the quote has kind of gotten a life of its own.
It definitely has.
But yes, I think Minecraft unleashes people's creativity and helps them collaborate, but also teaches them things like geometry, languages, and maths. So yes, I do think that the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. But I know that you also are very engaged in building a better world.
You're interviewing me now, yeah.
Whoa, Adam.
I mean, I think it's...
Love your videos,
I feel so
man.
privileged
So
to work.
excited about this update. Just want to give my support. Adam, Russell, I really appreciate that, man. Top donation as well of the stream. This stream was not really meant to take donations or anything. I didn't really plan on it. I just wanted to stream my reactions to things and have fun with everybody. But you guys have really been sending in donations, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You are awesome. I appreciate that.
I love
and
this
of
place.
course,
It's
I'm
such a
gonna
nice
plug
area.
it.
But it has not always been like
plushie.
this.
Guys, the plushie. I'm telling you, it's such a good quality plushie. My hair, what is even going on with my hair, guys? I'm sorry. We just got back from vacation yesterday, and I'm just looking a mess. But trust me, you don't want to, you know, this guy's awesome. I was going to put his legs under my headphones, but I decided not to. Guys, it's amazing. And it's actually going to be updated. The goggles are going to be 3D and plush too. This is just the sample. But it's amazing. Seriously, consider it. I would appreciate it. Back to the video.
To make the city a better place.
They got to use
Thank you again,
Minecraft
Adam.
to sketch and try different solutions about how the space could be improved.
It was very fun because you felt like to be able to help the city while just playing.
After that, the ideas were presented to local architects and city planners, and later that year, construction started.
It's Red Bull.
It's been 5 years since we participated in the program, and the street
just
since
like
then
yours.
has become more developed and is now more frequented than
To any
before.
parents out there, I'm sorry. This is Red Bull, I promise.
It seemed kind of unbelievable that this was made with Minecraft. So seeing my own idea as a kid, changing a whole area in my city, it was very special to me.
It's unbelievable that we were able to make reality what was once only an idea in our computer screen.
Finally, decision makers have changed their perspective because maybe they realize that we can make a change.
In a democracy, you want the people who live in that community to be asked about what's going to happen in that community. So this is a perfect example. The community was asked, the community decided, the community designed, and the community is using it.
I'm probably going to be like really happy and be like, hey friends, I made this. I walk here almost every day, and every time I see it and I see a lot of people spending time here, it's a very gratifying feeling.
I just hope it will become real as soon as possible. So the reaction of the community was great, and to me it was a great feeling which I'll never forget.
I came up with a skate park idea and some trees surrounding the park.
It is possible to change the world and make your dreams come true.
It felt like I was being heard, and being heard and listened to is one of the best feelings that you can feel.
I actually was able to go to Kosovo at the start of that project, and it's just amazing to see the transformation using Minecraft.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yes.
Jens, you must have seen a lot of amazing things because you're about to hit your 10-year anniversary at Mojang Studios in like 2 or 3 months.
I just want to say a message to Jeb. I know he probably won't see this. I really appreciate how far he's taken this game we all know and love. I remember when he was added onto the team, and he has grown as a person so much, and he's grown so much in his career, clearly. He's leading Minecraft to be such an amazing game. And my job, I mean, my livelihood is all about how he handled the growth and development of Minecraft, especially after Notch left. So, Jeb, dude, you're killing it, man. Proud of you, dude.
The 10 years and all that you've done for Minecraft. It's made a huge difference in
Minecraft
my life
sent it
and
to us.
I think many people watching right now.
Thank you.
I'm all tucked into my Minecraft.
Thank you so much, Jens.
With your best friend.
Last year at Live, we announced the Nether update. Maybe since then you've been wondering about what it would be like to attend a Nether ballet. Wonder no more. Our friends at Element Animation will dance us through all the new Nether features.
We're the piglin. Piglin. Shut roll. I really don't remember it, but yeah. Look at Dan. Just dancing away.
The results of the first round of voting are in. The round
Dream when
which
he hears
determined
first.
which mob's dreams would be dashed, with no hope of making it into the final round. And it was intense. But sadly, let's all say a fond farewell to the poor Moobloom. Then forget it ever existed, because it's time to vote again. We are now down to the Isolager and the Glow Squid. And in the first round, they were quite close. I'm quite interested to see where the voters of the Moobloom will go. If you missed the first round of voting, make sure you get in on this one. It determines which one of these two makes it into Minecraft.
Better than the Pigment, that's what
I
it
know
is.
who I'll be voting for. The final voting poll is live now.
Come
This
on,
is your
guys.
chance to have a say in what goes.
This is our chance to stand up to Dream and the Dream Team army. Isolager, we've got to prove our ability. Whatever that even means.
Hello, I'm Quinn, head of the Marketplace
I wanna
Partner
see- I
Program.
wanna see
and I'm
Dream
joined
cry.
by two of my favorite people. How about you guys introduce yourselves?
Wherever the
Hi,
vote is, I don't
I'm
even know
Fanny.
where it is.
I'm a developer on the Creator Assistance team, and what we do is create tools for our creator community. And some of them are very visible, and we're going to talk about them later. Some others are more behind the scenes, and that help our creators make content that is more efficient and reliable, like the schedule command that is coming out soon.
Yep. I'm Jason. I'm a developer in the engine team, and we've been responsible for a lot of the modding type capabilities that have come to Bedrock over the last couple of years.
That's super cool. So your teams help make creator tools for all of our incredible marketplace partners all around the world to help make content for you.
Kia ora koutou mā, ko Whete tēnei from Piki Studios here in Aotearoa, a team of 3 making content for the Marketplace and Minecraft Education Edition.
I Solitaire for the win. Adam, thank you for that $5, dude. I
run
appreciate
a small
that.
studio based in California. We create lots of marketplace content, and
Where's
I've been
the new
making
vote at?
tutorials for the last 7 years to teach others how to make their own Minecraft skins.
When you guys get to see the vote, can you tag me in it?
Magandang umaga, Minecraft Live. My name is Mark from Kubo Studios, and we are 15 working here in the Philippines.
Hi, I'm Tian from Everboon Games, and we are 38 people working here in England.
Hi, Minecraft Live, this is Liz Crab, and we hope you like our stuff on the Marketplace.
Hey everyone, I cannot believe I'm part of Minecraft Live this year. My name is Yasser, aka StarkTMA from MC Texels, and we are super excited about the new updates.
Oi Minecraft Live, eu sou o Gabriel, diretor da Irene Studios, e a gente tem cerca de 5 participantes na nossa equipe, somos todos brasileiros.
I'm
Come
Vicky
on,
Wilson
guys.
in Geeky Pixels
I
from
Solitaire.
Pixel Studios, and I get to
Let's
spend
go.
my days making content and working with awesome people.
Oh my god, the glow squid is like so far in advance. What is up with
Hey, I'm Warren from Guycraft, and we are 20 people working here in Israel. Shalom.
that? I don't think the Solitaire is gonna win at all. I'm pretty like, yeah, there is like no way.
And the best part is all these features can be used by all creators. So what do you have to show us today?
Yeah, so for the last couple of years, we've been doing a lot of work with the entities in the game. So this time,
crashing
we've
Twitter.
doubled down and gotten it so that we focused on items and blocks. So as part of that, I've made a custom crop to kind of show off a lot of the capabilities.
We are crashing Twitter.
So over the summer, everyone at Mojang Studios was given tomato seeds to try and grow a tomato plant at home. So I thought that was kind of the perfect inspiration to go make a crop. So you can interact, you can place the seeds, use the crops. See, they're kind of growing. We got a couple of them getting to the flower stage. Got a few now that I can actually go pick. So in this case, I've made them work like the sweet berry bush.
Did
where
they
you
add
can
tomatoes to
right-click on 'em.
Minecraft Bedrock?
But I think tomatoes taste disgusting, so I thought it was better to make them as something you can throw. So Quinn and I had some fun. We were throwing them around. It's harmless, or sort of harmless.
Yes, totally harmless.
Yeah.
You knocked me in the lava.
It was mostly by accident. But tomatoes will actually rot on the vine as well, and if they rot for too long, you get a little rotten tomato monster that can spawn from it. So I'm gonna fight him off here. But yeah, he throws rotten
ASMR.
tomatoes. They don't fly as far as a regular tomato, but they knock you back a lot more. But kind of based off all this stuff, I think tomatoes maybe aren't the best idea. So I'm going to get rid of all my plants and never grow them again.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one.
But
So all
they're
these,
so healthy.
it's true, they are pretty healthy. So with all of these new custom crops, creators can go and make some really cool kind of like farming style maps.
Oh, definitely. So like, I think crops are a great example of showing off how they all can kind of come together, because you get the items that you can get there. Normally you would eat the item, but or you can make projectiles. But they also have the ability to get events that are fired from things like a tick event. So as that event is fired, you can make the block run through multiple stages of growth, and eventually get to the point where like you can choose like what loot spawns at various stages of growth and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool how you could like interact with them like a normal berry bush, but then get the tomato out.
Yeah, it's just another it's an interactive event that you can key into.
Yeah, and then there's a tomato monster there at the end too.
Yeah, I call him Tomo.
Little Tomo, it's so cute.
Yeah.
It's not even scary, but yeah, it's an example of what you can do with them combining events and commands. That's one of the features that our creators have requested for so long, just having commands to be able to run them when something happens. So now, instead of also in addition to doing it with actors, you can also do it with blocks and items. In this case, as the flower is rotting, you can disappear that crop and also summon a tomato monster, a Tomo monster.
Yes. Well, that's really cool, because like I can totally see creators like using all of those combinations of features to make some like really cool like adventurous maps.
Yeah. Like, for example, the little adventure that we can show you, where we were going to the desert, and then we found this mysterious golden skull, and also an equally mysterious pedestal in the middle of the desert. So we decided to place our golden skull over there and see what
I
happens.
will be right back.
And yes, we have a mountain that is hollow. And as the brave warriors that we are, we went exploring. And obviously, we found some creepy monsters inside. Luckily, we have our trusty custom sword to fight them off.
Oh, that helps.
I'm not sure if we even survived that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe.
No, not at all.
But that pedestal, I know that's one of the most requested features, block models.
Yeah, so I've been super excited that we finally be able to get block models in. It's something we've been wanting to do for years, and we were finally able to work on them and get them in. So we got it working with using the same formats that we've been using for the entities, so the same tools that people have been using to build custom mobs, they can use to build the blocks with.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't even have to like learn a new skill. You can just continue.
No, it's almost identical.
That's awesome. And then I noticed on the hotbar with the golden skull, there was like a little red triangle. What was that?
Yes, it's a new feature that we're calling item lock. I don't know if you found yourself sometimes just going through some content and you have this special item and then you die and you lose it, or maybe you drop it accidentally. Now we've made it so that creators can actually lock something on your inventory, so that when you die or you press Q, it won't go away. That way you don't lose your mysterious golden skull to unlock the next stage.
So nice.
I was gonna say that makes it super easy, because I've definitely been in an adventure map and I lost the key on accident. And then I had to go and, try and fix that.
Yeah.
And then when you place the skull, there's a lot going on in the background.
Like there's three features to talk about right there. The first one is like we wanted to give more power to creators with cameras. And this one is just a small one where
while
we
you're on
just shake
Twitter,
the screen. I
follow
don't know
me.
if you noticed that one. And
Please.
then you can help players convey something like there's
for
an earthquake
ease.
going on, or maybe something
go.
about to fall over
You're
you.
welcome.
So you can do that with this new cool.
Or dinosaurs.
Or dinosaurs.
Get a dinosaur steps.
Yes. The second one that we noticed there is structures. You can now place them using commands, whereas before you had to be using a structure block, which is more complicated and time-consuming. Now you can do it much more easily. And as part of those commands, you can now animate the structure placement. For those that know this, like the mountain was opening, and that was just a structure animating. We provide a couple of effects. One is just like a 3D printing animation, and the other one is layer by layer. And yeah, you can combine them to just achieve very cool effects.
Yeah, I can see like
Crafty
creators,
Cake,
using
Thick
those
Boy,
to add just
Laia,
another level of
Lily,
polish to their
Sunglasses
world.
Guy,
Absolutely.
And then I
Ike,
recognize the scorpions.
Lenny,
Yeah, well, the
Trandom,
desert theme. It felt appropriate to bring them
Symbiote,
back.
Crispy
They've always been
Lasagna,
one of
Zane, thank
my
you for
personal
following me.
favorite
I
custom mobs
appreciate
that
it.
I've ever built.
Thank you,
After
Adam.
watching that video for so long and ended up having a
Thank you,
nightmare
Pell
of having
Raven.
to
I
rescue my
appreciate you
mom
following.
from some,
Thank
like,
you, thank
aliens
you.
riding scorpions. It was creepy.
I'm sorry, that was not the intention.
It was creepy and funny.
Yeah.
Rashank,
Speaking of
thank
aliens,
you.
I know our team put together
I
a really
appreciate
cool
that.
sci-fi parkour map that, well, they made you run through, Jason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew this when they asked me to
that
run
looks like
through
a
it,
cool
but
map,
I'm
to be honest.
pretty awful at parkour. So took a few tries to get a clean run through. But at the beginning here, it's a pretty typical sort of parkour map of running and jumping. But we definitely have some twists up ahead. And here's kind of the first one of, even I know I can't make that jump. So let's see what's in the chest. And we got a Sliminator. So I'm pretty sure you know what to do here.
So, guys, I am incredibly excited so far. We have seen a lot of really, really cool stuff throughout the entire world of Minecraft, which is incredibly exciting, ESL. And there's more to come. And guys, like I'm just telling you now, like you haven't even begun to see the cave update, like in all of its glory. Like what they are going to show here in a little bit is going to blow your mind. Some of the stuff is things that I've said in my videos, like I've wanted for so long, and they're finally doing it. And it all goes in to Jeb talking about the philosophy of development kind of changing now and being a little bit more expecting, or like more, I guess, on the side of, let me see, I actually have a good wording that was said. Experimenting to find a good middle ground for complexity and ease of use. So essentially like changing up their normal flow of development and being willing to go into more of a complex system of development. In my opinion, I think what we're going to see with this update that not a lot of people are talking about right now is the fact that you're not going to be able to go and get like a load of diamonds really quickly. Like you are now, think about how big this is, guys. Like this is huge because now, in order to go down into the caves, you're going to need netherite, for example, in the deep, dark cave, which is in the lowest depths where diamond is. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense because you got to get diamonds first. But regardless, it essentially means that we are going to be getting such a change to the flow of Minecraft. Like, I cannot wait to do a Let's Play of this update. Like, this is going to be amazing. And guys, I will be doing, as I always do, my snapshot series. So as snapshots come out, we will do Let's Plays on them. So make sure you're subscribed. I don't mean to throw that out there, but seriously, guys, and we are about to be smashing out content left and right. My team and I have already recreated the Warden. The only thing is we're redoing it because it's not nearly as cool as it was shown here, and I want to make sure that it turns out perfectly. So we are going to be redoing that, and hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Monday, we will have a video of adding the Warden to Minecraft. Very, very cool stuff. But, I mean, above that, like, gosh, it's just going to be crazy. I mean, to think about, like, going into the caves and, like, not being able to easily get ore anymore, you know? Like, think about Hermitcraft. They're not going to be able to have just a full chest of ores anymore. You're really going to have to strategize about how you play. It's going to add such a new layer. And there's even new mechanics coming. Like, you guys are going to be amazed when you see everything. It's super, super cool. Sorry, I just talked a lot, and I don't even think any of it really made sense.
You can add and remove mob effects. So we had the Cyber Dog that gave 3 effects, the levitation, nausea, and poison. And then we had the antidote that would actually only remove 2 of them.
Are you going to release that Illager mod? Actually, yeah, on that topic, I want to mention, guys, I said this in a video, but I don't know if a lot of people mentioned it or saw it. So we are not going to be doing a public release of my mob vote mobs. You know, I did the Glow Squid, the Iceologer, and the Moo Bloom. However, I'm going to release the developmental version that we have to anyone who's a Tier 2 member or above. In fact, I'm going to put that on my channel probably tonight in the community vote. So basically, anyone who is a Tier 2 member or above is going to get the developmental version. Now, what that means, this is a mod that was never intended to reach the public. We only made it for the videos, and we're not going to do anything with it. So the best thing is just to give it to people who support the channel. So I hate to put it behind a wall like that, and I'm sure some people will probably end up just sharing it anyways. But there's a lot of people who support my channel that way, and I got to say thank you to them. So if you're a Tier 2 member or above, you're going to be able to expect that probably tonight, if not sometime in the next few days. There's just a lot of announcements that I got to do, so yeah.
To this stage and talking a little bit about these creator tools and new features that are coming out. And with these new features, there's going to be a pretty amazing new thing coming out later this year for all Minecraft players.
Remember, GDL will not be held responsible in the event of a likely death. Your descent will begin in 3, 2,
Minecraft maps have
1.
changed so much. God, I can't wait until Realm Origins is like on here. Like it's gonna be insane. If we are,
We
considering
know
we're
you've
dropping
waited
it.
a long
Origin
time for
Realms,
this
I
update,
apologize.
and if you thought the first set of features for the caves were awesome, it's time for even more awesomeness. Agnes and Nir from the Vanilla Minecraft gameplay team are here to tell us what else is coming to the Caves and the Cliffs update.
Here we go.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hey,
How does it feel?
it's so amazing. It's so awesome to finally be able to share that with everyone.
Yes, it feels great, and we have, looked a bit at tweets during the break, and
We have some more tweets.
we have more tweets.
Yes.
Hey, look at you guys.
Wireless redstone.
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
yes. And there will be so many cool things you can build with that.
Log that's it
and
here.
the warden. It's amazing to see all the excitement.
It's so cool.
Nir, you recently joined the Mojang Studios team.
Yes, I joined this year, but honestly, I'm not
I
completely
saw
sure
yours,
how
not
that
the wing
happened. And not just joining Mojang, I'm not really sure how I'm here in Minecraft Live, because like just last year I was home, glued to the stream. I had to know what the next thing is coming to Minecraft, and today it's not only that I get to share that, it's I got to work on some of those things, so it's fairly incredible. But yeah, I've been developing games for a few years now, and more recently I've actually worked with this non-profit organization called Games for Peace, which is an amazing organization which basically uses games to promote peace. Like he takes kids from areas of conflict all around the world and sits them down to play Minecraft. And sometimes it's kids that don't even share a language, so they can't talk. So Minecraft is the language they share. Minecraft is what helps them connect and get to know each other and creates friendships, right? And it was amazing being part of that.
It's so cool. I mean, sometimes I feel like, oh, I know all the amazing things that are happening with Minecraft, and then you described that to Agnes and I, and we.
Guys, I just realized we're at 5,928 followers on Twitter. Let's hit 6,000, dude. I'm just saying, this is like the perfect opportunity. Let's go.
So there are even more things to show.
Hey, Ving
And
Dong.
in the things we
Not
showed
spoil
so far, it's a lot
anything,
about
but,
like improving the journey underground. But of course, we also want to add
Just
like new
saying.
things to find, like new resources. And one of them are crystals.
Dude, I'm gonna actually really laugh if Vingog, I was just telling you, man. I was just telling you. Amethyst! Guys, I have made so many videos talking about Amethyst. And finally, did I call it or did I call it? And look, they're even the crystals like we've done before. Guys, I'm telling you, my ideas are next level. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. My team is brilliant, and a lot of these ideas
They're
we know that they would be
so
great.
beautiful.
And look, now we got
The
them.
moment
I'm not
you
saying
turn
it's
the corner
us.
and you
I mean,
see
they
that
may have not even
glowing
ever
thing,
seen our
that's
videos.
so
Yeah.
it's
Like,
incredible.
The
Very
atmosphere
cool stuff.
in the crystal geode, it's
You're
like
welcome for that
mystical.
little hint, Vingong.
Yeah, they're so pretty.
I'm
and
sorry
we
to
were
spoil it,
thinking a lot
but
about
I
like
did.
what is the purpose for
Amethyst.
crystals in Minecraft? And one thing is like they should have a use, and we will talk more about one of the usages soon. But the other thing is a lot about just adding a lot to the experience of exploring. And we want them to be quite rare. So when you find them, it's really gonna be like magical, because they're just beautiful. And when you walk on the crystals, you hear these sounds.
Yeah, it's just, we talked before about the pillar of Underground of Marvel. And I feel they're just the perfect feature for that sort of pillar, right?
But you can't just take them with you.
Right, so you can break the crystal plant we saw in the video, but they actually grow from a very special block. And that block is unobtainable. It's sort of like you think about spawners, right?
That's
You cannot just take it and put it in your base. It makes you go and build farms all around your world. And that also encourages you to create
like that.
tunnels between them and find out ways of transferring those items from place to place. And I just love those sort of features that really encourage other gameplay in the game.
As an explorer myself, I'm very excited about
Yes.
finding all of these. And mentioned a usefulness to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So from those crystal plants, you get crystal shards items, and you can actually use them to craft a telescope.
Telescope, yep. You guys, I didn't know what to think when I saw this. Telescopes. We got telescope. It's actually really cool. I'm pretty stoked about it. Oh wow, they hit so many things. Why did they just throw the telescope in?
That is amazing.
It is. It's such a useful item. Super cool. And the cool thing is that, so yes, you use the crystal shards to craft them, but you also need something more, and that's also a new thing that we added.
Guys, I told you it was gonna be amazing. Copper. Copper in Minecraft. This is something that has been wanted since the beginning of Minecraft. Copper. Now, I can confirm that there are no tools or armor for copper, unfortunately.
It's copper!
That's amazing.
Yes, it's new ore. And you saw the copper ore in the video. And a very interesting thing with the copper ore is that it generates in a different way. So normal ores often generate like an ore blob, but copper is different. So imagine that you are out mining and you see copper ore. So like, okay, I'm gonna mine the copper, and then you see some stone. It's like, they look a bit different. So you continue to mine, and then you find another copper ore, and you probably go like, okay, I think I found a copper vein. So we're actually adding ore veins to Minecraft, and like they really add so much to mining.
I'm confused
gets
though,
so
'cause
interesting
we do
because
already
it's
kinda
kind of
have
like
veins.
following
I'm
a
curious to
trace
see what they
when you
mean.
mine, and they tie so well to the pillar we have about adding strategy to mining.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you've personally wanted copper in the game since you maybe before you started?
Yeah, you mentioned it once or twice.
Well, maybe a few times. But yes, so I think I got inspired by the pretty copper roofs in Stockholm, and they are all green because we have so many like old buildings here, and we've actually added that mechanic to Minecraft as well. So you know, if you place a copper block, it will first be orange, but after a while, a pretty long time, it will turn green. And it's something, I think it's so cool, because it actually adds history to Minecraft. Because, for example, if you have a really old Minecraft world, then you can see on like a house and like, oh, the roof turned all green, and then you know that that house has been there for a really long time.
That's a cool way to think about it. So here's what's really interesting about this to me. Observers can probably detect the state change, meaning that's probably a really good way to like have just like a nice farm timer. The only thing is breaking the copper once it's fully changed, because I imagine they're far enough apart to where, I mean, you know, there's better ways to do it.
And copper will only be used
like a
for the telescope. You actually have another really cool thing that you'll be able to craft with it.
Yeah.
Oxidized ore,
So, Jens talked a bit before about these design principles that we have in Minecraft. And one of them is that if something bad happens, the player either caused it or it has a way to sort of avoid it. And one of those exceptions, for example, is lightning striking. Now, some people like to build wooden roofs in Minecraft. Some even build wall roofs.
Looking at me.
Might.
It's not at all like the grandest castle in my realm actually has a roof fully built of wool.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No,
but
we did get some fires.
Yeah, so to try to help the players with that, we are introducing the lightning rod.
The lightning rod.
That is
Now-
very useful for all the...
I asked Corey about whether or not it's going to emit redstone signals, and he said no, but he said he doesn't see why not.
To a lot of our players. Even personally,
So
I had
maybe.
this peaceful game that I played with my partner, and it wasn't peaceful. And we went out and we were like looking at animals, collecting a few animals to our base, and we came back and our house was gone. And I was quite confused because I consider myself to be someone who knows a bit about Minecraft, and there are no creepers, there are no Endermen. So what happened? We figured that probably a lightning strike hit and burned down the house, and we were quite traumatized because we were not prepared for this. So I think this lightning rod is really going to help with that.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
No, I'm gonna place like lightning rods everywhere on my wool roof.
I actually really like this because this is a good vanilla way
you've
to
introduced
keep
a
fire
lot
from
of
happening from
things
lightning.
already, and players already have a lot of trouble with their inventory and the amount of items, but you have an idea for that.
I tried to tell you guys we would get backpacks.
So as you know, we keep adding new blocks and new items all the time, and that do create a bit of an inventory problem. And we're aware of that, and we have actually been thinking quite a lot how we can solve it, because we want to have like good gameplay solutions. We want it to be balanced, and we actually have an item in this update that will be really helpful, and it's the bundles.
Yo, is that Steve from Smash Bros? Bundles. Oh, the texture looks so much better. Very interesting visual, though. It's gonna be very interesting to see. Huh. Oh, that's cool. So, bundles essentially allow you to store types of blocks. So you can't just go and put every single block in there, but it allows you to bundle together different types of blocks. I'm not a big fan of the lore for it, but it is very interesting, and it leads me to believe that that might allow us to do some really cool resource pack type stuff.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's such an elegant solution as well, and I love it. I think we spend a lot of time talking about the inventory problem, and I think one of the biggest takeaways there was that this is not actually one problem. It's constructed from a lot of sub-problems. For example, hotbar management is one problem. Getting a lot of blocks for your huge build somewhere, that's like something the shulkers help with. But I think there is a third sub-problems where every time you leave your base to go exploring somewhere, your inventory keeps getting full of
Jessica,
junk.
we
Like,
do have
this
shulker
lot
boxes,
just has
but the thing
2
is
flowers.
this gives us
this lot
something
has
that's
just one
vanilla,
seed.
like, or before
right? And I think the
end,
bundles
you
are
know? It
really going to help with
allows
that
you to
problem.
expand a little bit of your
So
inventory
the thing
before
with the
end.
bundle is that you can place many different kinds of items in one bundle. So many different kinds of items in one inventory slot. So for example, I can take those 2 flowers and 1 seed and put them in one bundle. It's great.
And you can kind of use them like presents too.
Oh, yes,
wow.
I'm so excited about seeing what players do them in
Guys.
like shopping district. Right? You can have the bundle of the day, which has a bunch of things with it, or you can have secret bundles where you have 3 of them in a chest, but you get a random one.
It's like on Terraria, they have bags of like flower seeds and stuff like that. You'll be able to open a bag and it'll just have like random stuff
like
in
a
it.
gift.
Think about loot too.
Give it to your friend.
That's so cool. We've talked so much today on the like really game design side, but how do you work on the art side?
We actually have a very close collaboration with the art team, and it's great.
So my job is basically to get an abstract idea and imagine how it would fit into the Minecraft universe and then start sketching it. So once my sketch is finished, I send everything to the 3D artist that it's gonna model it and animate it to make it alive.
My job is to bring sketches to life and make them move in 3D space. To work with a game that has such a special look, it's amazing. It's a challenge, it's fun, it's sometimes frustrating, but it's very rewarding. I love it.
I make the pixel art of the block. And usually when I create a block texture for a new rock type, it's going to be a lot. Like I'm going to make 50 iterations of one block because I want to make it right. Every block is like a building block for people's imagination, right? So I try to like pour a lot of love in each block to make sure that people can create what they want.
So I think my favorite thing about the Minecraft look is that it's very unexpected, very unconventional, and that's where like the special comes from.
Minecraft in terms of game art is special because it has such a unique look and it's very restricted. It has to be 3D pixel art and we can only work within those boundaries. So we have to like think inside the box but also outside the box. I've been working on this exciting...
The glow squid doesn't even glow. The glow squid doesn't even glow.
People have been waiting for this for so long, and we're finally going to do it.
I hope that the community is really, really happy about it. I hope they have a lot of new stuff to play with, and I hope that they're excited to see some concepts as well.
It's so lovely when you can think about all of the different jobs within game development. I love seeing the artists and developers, and we all, like across the show, there's so many different types of roles that people have.
Yeah, and it's really awesome to interact with all those roles and have a lot of
tweeting that Dream ruined the vote. Oh, that's funny.
Amazing as well. You sort of throw one idea to the air and he draws something and you're like, oh, what is that white thing in your drawing? I didn't even think about it. And it starts so many awesome ideas going. And we even integrated it into our prototype process. And actually, I think until I saw those sketches by the art team, I didn't really understand what archaeology in Minecraft even means.
Archaeology?
Yes, so we're actually
Remember
adding
that
a
new
new
mechanic
system
I was talking
called
about?
the archaeology system. In this system, you're basically going to find these excavation sites all throughout your world.
New structures.
And you can make this new tool called the brush that is going to help you uncover the mysteries of all these dig sites.
That is so interesting.
You come to one of these ancient structures and you can sort of use the brush to clear away some of the rubble that may have collapsed in those structures. And sometimes you might even find something shiny inside them. But, and this is important, if you are not careful enough, like in real life, you can destroy that
Gravel
artifact.
slabs.
And when that artifact is gone, that artifact and all the secrets it held are gone forever. But if you're careful enough, if you take your time and you're deliberate, you can get some of those hidden artifacts. And for example, here we got a ceramic shard, which is basically how whoever lived here used to tell and pass on their stories.
I love the story sides of the archaeology, because we often talk about that we want to deepen the mystery in Minecraft. And when you find these hidden artifacts, you kind of find like connections and hints. And we will never tell the full story, but this will inspire the players to tell their own stories about their own
Dirt slabs
Minecraft
with
world.
extra steps.
Exactly.
Change my mind.
I think it's going to be really exciting to see what players do with them. For example, here we see an exhibition that someone built for this, where he can compare all the different clues he finds, right, and try to preserve whatever was down here, and he can compare what we found with whatever new thing, and sort of try to connect the pieces, right? And here we see those pieces connected in a clay pot, actually trying to reconstruct them back. And you can create that however you like. You can create your own stories or try to guess how those pieces
with like little
used to
kid
connect.
crayon marks all over it.
It's also so fun to be very creative with these new pots, because you can put
Set
the
it on
shards
fire.
like in any way you want.
Exactly, and when you're pleased with your creation, you can fire them up, and you have your own painted clay pot.
Pretty.
Wow.
So, Nir, is this programmer art still?
Yeah, the art we're seeing is still work in progress, but I personally like the dragon. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it didn't say programmer art isn't pretty.
Yeah, you know, the problem is the artists are way too good. Right?
Yeah.
They just make us look bad. I don't know.
Archaeology is amazing. I mean, the excavation site is so incredible.
I'm so excited about this. I've spent a lot of time about it, and I actually got to do a lot of awesome conversations with actual archaeologists from all around the world, and it's been, honestly, I sort of feel like I got so passionate about it myself that their passion sort of stuck to me, and it was so amazing to learn more about this, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
And you have a dev diary coming out on our YouTube channel where you kind of explore all of the archaeology even more.
Yeah, it's honestly really, really exciting. So I had so much fun with this, and I learned so much that I decided that it can't stop with me. So we're going to do a dev diary when we're actually going to talk to those archaeologists. And actually, we might even get to visit some interesting locations.
That is amazing. Well, it feels very sad, but we're almost out of time. But we've been hinting at a new mob like over the course of the show, like 3 or 4 times. So are you going to tell us about it now,
Yes,
please?
now we're gonna tell you. It's the cutest predator you will ever meet.
seen this. I just didn't know exactly how it works. So I'm excited. Oh, they're so cute. It's a new pet. They're just flexing that cable. That's some Minecraft water ASMR. Item.minecraft.
I feel like there's only one sound I can make after seeing that, which is like.
Cute.
It's so adorable. The axolotls.
How did you decide on axolotls?
So, when we add a new mob to Minecraft, we really want it to have like its own unique character. We want it to have purpose. And it's also a very good thing if it happens to be ugly cute. And the axolotl is perfect. It has all of these things. Well, I guess on the ugly cuteness, it might be quite a big emphasis on the cute side, but still. And we actually had a brainstorm in the team. So we were like, okay, we're gonna add goats, but we want to add another animal. And then one of the developers posted like a big picture of an axolotl, and we all went like, yes.
Yes, this right
perfect.
now.
It's like the definition of ugly cute. It's like made for Minecraft.
Perfect.
And then we also found out that axolotls are endangered in the real world, and we think it's good to add endangered animals to Minecraft to create awareness around that. So that's also a good thing.
Like with the bees?
Yes, like with the bees last year, for example. But yeah, so the axolotls, as you saw in the video, they live in the lush caves and they really add a lot of life to the lush caves. And there's also a bucket of axolotl.
I didn't think it could get cuter.
I know.
But
that is just so cute. I don't know how to handle it, but it's so cute. So when you're walking around in the lush caves and you see some axolotls, then you can actually scoop them up in your bucket and take them with you. So maybe you build like a pretty aquarium for them in your base, or maybe you bring them to your ocean adventure.
That's cool. An army of pets. Guys, if you're not subscribed, I really recommend it. We are going to have so many videos
and now I
coming out
see
this
why you're
week
calling them
all
the
of this
cutest
stuff.
predator you'll ever meet.
Exactly. So when you scoop them up in a bucket, you can actually create your own axolotl army, basically, and charge into the oceans with them, and they will help you fight various, well, they'll attack cute fish as well, but they'll help you fight the drowns and the guardians, and they're actually quite useful when fighting guardians because they have this special ability that whenever they take damage, they sort of play dead. And when they're playing dead, no mob will actually attack them. So they have this time to regen back, help, and then jump back into the fight together with you. And if you learn how to cooperate with them really well, they might even heal you during the battle.
That is so cool. But okay, so you added these two mobs that are like as different as possible with the warden and the axolotl.
Yes. So this update is actually a lot about contrast, which is great because it creates like a dramatic
Crimson,
player
thank you.
experience, which is so good. So we're like updating the highest heights of Minecraft with the mountains. We're updating like the deepest of the caves. We have this terrifying warden, the cutest axolotl, and also in the caves, like the lush caves are very light and welcoming, and then the deep dark is like super scary and challenging.
I guess
Lots
we
of
can't
fun.
forget our little goat in there.
Oh.
It's kind of the in-between.
Yeah, we shouldn't forget the goat. I guess it's in between. It is still very cute, but in between. No one can be as cute as axolotl.
No, I don't think so. Before we tell everyone the winner of the mob vote, let's take a look back at some of the exciting things that we've talked about today.
Yo, imagine telling everybody to go vote for the glow squid, and then you find out that the glow squid literally doesn't glow. Dude, I'm not mad, and I'm not, because I mean, I honestly knew it was going to be voted because everyone was like hyping and hollering about it, but like, it's just so funny, and I feel bad for Dream because he's getting like hate, but also people are laughing kind of like, I know he just wanted something cool, but like, that's so funny to me that like everybody was like glow squid, and then it wasn't even what people thought it was going to be. That is absolutely hilarious. Adam, dude, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And by the way, no harm, no foul to Minecraft.
Are we gonna get the caves?
They really
and
didn't
cliffs
anticipate
update?
this update being
It's a good question.
or the mobs
so
being a
we
huge
plan
deal.
to release
It
it
was more
summer
about
2021, and this actually
God.
is really good.
Ant
As
Venom
I
and Dream are
mentioned
going
at
at
the
it on
beginning of the
Twitter right
show,
now. It's
we
kinda
really
funny.
want to have a lot of time to work together with the community to like gather feedback, see all the great ideas, because the community always have so many good ideas. So it feels good that we now have a lot of time to actually work together on this update.
Amazing. And the community decided on a new mob that will enter the game. So which one of you gets to do the honors today?
So I think Tiny Agnes has been a bit mean this year, so I think you should open it, Neil. You should announce the winner. Yes.
Can I look first?
I think we all
You're gonna
know.
know before everyone else.
Maybe it'll glow. Maybe it'll glow. I feel like we don't
It's
know.
the glow squid!
Wow.
I guess everyone was mesmerized by the glow squid, not just the tiny ones.
They're shocked.
I was really not expecting that. That is so awesome.
Yes, like I
They're
didn't
bummed out.
expect it at all, but it's great. And
He's bummed
glow
out.
squids will look so cool in the caves. Like
Exactly.
the
They
atmosphere.
fit this update
yes.
so well.
Like it will be. Imagine it's just all dark in the caves, and then you see the glow squids swimming around. It will be so
Maybe it'll glow.
Beautiful. Can they be friends with the axolotls?
The axolotls are predators, so I'm not sure.
The
We'll
axolotls
see.
might actually attack the
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll talk to them.
Think about it.
Yes.
We have committed to a lot of things, so I think we need to get work on
to go
all
to
of the
work.
things that we've shown in the show. For all of you watching, Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, thank you so much. Bye!
All right, guys. I just gotta say that was amazing. There's so much to do, so much to see. I'm very excited. The caves and cliffs update. I've had such a hard time keeping this a secret. My team and I have been working really hard to get you guys the latest and greatest live versions of what you saw today. We've been recreating. I'm sorry, my eyes look so red because of this bright light, and I look so crazy right now. I look like I'm just gone insane. But yeah, we have been working really hard on just getting everything done, and I'm not gonna have a video today. I wanted to. My team stayed up late last night working on the Warden to recreate it. Unfortunately, we just didn't make it the best I think it can be. And personally, I really want to make sure that we go all out and make sure it looks amazing. So tomorrow, more than likely, we will be seeing my video on the Warden. But you're going to see a lot of videos throughout the week. There's going to be so many different things. 1,000 people here right now? Wow, that's crazy. Thank you. There's going to be so many different things that we're doing this week. Talking about all of the updates, bringing them into the game early, talking about ideas for the cave update, so many different things. And I mean, I've really just had a blast making these videos lately. I have a renewed sense of video creation, and I've really, Fundy kind of helped me find a good place in my videos that I enjoy. So make sure that you are subscribed. Seriously, I know everyone says that, and I know that that's like a big deal nowadays to be like subscribed to a channel. It's like committing like to somebody, but thank you to everyone who is subscribed. You're not going to want to miss it. And I know I've been pressing it, but I cannot say it enough. The plushies are out. It is my dream to have a plushie that everyone has. My dream is to see so many people tweet me pictures of the plushie. I want to make a map with pins in it to everywhere where a plushie is. There's a really cool plan I have for it, And like I said, we'll randomly be picking orders and we'll be signing them. Like literally, I will sign the plushie. Not every single one of them. It's going to be completely random. And I really normally don't like to push things like this and beg, and I'm not begging, but like, seriously, please consider getting the plushie. We have to sell 400 within 20 days before they can even be made. Otherwise, it'll be gone forever and never see the light of day, and only I will have the plushie, and it will be very sad. So yeah, it would just mean so much to me if you guys could consider it. And if you do, make sure to share it on Twitter so that I can thank you personally. And like I said, today I'll be following people who get it. So if you get it, let me know and I'll follow you on Twitter. Big stuff. And there's a link in the description for that. And yeah, so huge deal for the plushie. And you'll be seeing it in every video, just saying. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today. I've got to go get in a call with my team so we can figure out what the plan is for the week as far as what content we want to make first. Shout out to everyone who's just now joining. I see that a lot of you just finished the stream and now you've decided to join me. Guys, I'm also going to plug my Twitter because we're at 5,941 followers and I would like to hit 6,000. So for the remainder of this stream, while I talk, I'll be just kind of thanking people who follow. Guys, don't freak out about the glow squid. I know that people are sad. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I think that at the end of the day, the glow squid was... any of those mobs were going to be a very small part of this update regardless. There's going to be so much new stuff added that I wouldn't care if the glow squid literally stood... I wouldn't care if the glow squid had no AI and just stood still. It'd look ugly, but it doesn't matter. We've got so many cool things coming to the game regardless. And there's so many things I'm sure we haven't even seen. Remember how big the Nether update turned out to be versus what we saw. Very big stuff. Also, I just want to say, Keys Locker, thanks for following. Umatan Games. Umatan Games. I like the name. OSTB, thank you. Emmanuel Asawu. Nala. Ira, thank you. Kaigua, I like that name. Very cool. Blingspot. Ryder Bro. Lil Mini Sauce. I like that name. Umkar Kel, thank you so much for following. Squawking Phoenix. You guys are meme lords, you know that? Thank you to everybody for following. I really do appreciate it. Raheem, thank you so much. Blighter, thank you. And guys, I'm going to be choosing my winner for the Minecraft Dungeons giveaway tonight, so stay tuned for that. And of course, I will see you guys later. So thank you so much for watching today, and talk to me on Twitter. We'll be having a conversation all afternoon. Bye-bye! And this has been my wife, by the way. We're married now. We are officially married, so very exciting. But we're doing our ceremony next year, so there's going to be some big excitement then. I think for now we're just chill. You know, we're married. We've been loving it. It's been funny because everywhere we go, we're just like, hello, husband. Hello, wife. I love it. And she didn't talk much, and I feel bad because I probably ruled the show.
It's fine.
Sorry for being so late to the stream, guys. We missed the announcement, and it was super sad, but whatever. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next video, which should be tomorrow, if not Monday. And I might even do one tonight. I doubt it, but we'll see. And yeah, so until then, guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.